Let's get this loaded. Now, I got a Nintendo 64 in 1997 Christmas, about a year later. This is the 3DS version, of course, not the N64. I have that one over, in the back somewhere. Over there. We're doing the Master Quest. So, let me see. I got it for Christmas. I had a Super Nintendo and a Virtual Boy. I embraced the Virtual Boy. And I got a couple of games. Now, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is my my mission here, my file. We're in the dreaded Water Temple. Do you remember that? Everybody says the fucking Water Temple is the worst one. Can I tell you, it's the Shadow Temple, not the Water Temple. The water, some bunch of millennials probably got scared of the Water Temple. They got spooked, okay? And, you know, and then everybody else, then it became a meme and everybody else got scared of it. It's like, look. Oh, shh. Yes, this never ceases to amaze me. Anyway, so when did I get the Ocarina of Time? When it came out? 1998. November, I think. The other game I got was F-Zero X. That was the 60 frames per second game. And let's see. These are my boots. X for boots. Oh, I can't go through here. So I got it at Kmart. I didn't pre-order the damn thing, so I didn't get the gold-colored mirrored special edition cartridge. I just got the regular edition. And then I got... what else did I get? I got Donkey Kong 64 a year later, but this was a game I bought and played during the time I was taking college courses at East LA College. That was in late 98. Let me see, what was the class I was taking? A friend of mine, a classmate of mine, also got this game. I think he pre-ordered it. He got the gold-colored cartridge. Let me think, when was this? This was November, but this was also English 65 class. Yeah, it was English 65. Buttman was our professor. I think he's still there. If he's not, he's retired, but whatever. So, anyway, this guy and I, we raced each other to the end to get to the end of the first quest. But there was no second quest, of course. There was supposed to be a 64 disk drive, compatible system for the 64. Never came out. Never even bothered to come out. Let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of twists and turns to this dungeon. But anyway. Let me see. Shall we try to beat up Ganondorf in the first quest? Let's do that. Let's go back to the first quest. I'll just show you a little bit of Ganondorf. Okay. Oh, what is this? Oh, yeah. I got this edition I got it for $16. Some girl named Courtney returned this game back at GameStop, which I don't go to anymore. There we go. This is the Bigoron's sword. One of the things I liked about Zelda Ocarina of Time, and what does it mean to me, now that it's taken me about 3 minutes to answer this question. This was the biggest deal. I didn't care about The Legend of Zelda or Zelda from 1987 or 1986 when it came out in Japan and 87 in America. I didn't care for The Adventure of Link. Who did, right? It was really hard. It was a bastard of a side-scroller. And I didn't care for A Link to the Past until after I got Link's Awakening. And then after that came out Link's Awakening DX. Then came, let's see. After that came this one. This was the 5th game before Majora's Mask and Wind Waker and all that. But this was the first time. And also this was the game that was the comeback game after the lousy CDI Philips games. You remember those? Remember when Nintendo tossed Sony off its ass? Oh, good luck with your PlayStation. I'm sure that'll work out. Yeah. So after Nintendo rejected Sony, then Nintendo worked with CDI Philips to make a crappy Zelda trio of, what is it? The Wand of Gamelon. Oh, there's just so many stupid titles. They were just so stupid. Oh, I gotta beat these two up. Oops. I thought I beat them up. I thought I was just going straight over to Ganon. Oh, shit. I gotta pay attention to my health. Question mark. You don't know who they are? You're a machine. You can't tell me who they are. See if I can get through this. Normally it would show it in 3D, but... Shit. Hold on. So it was the first time Link was going to be in 3D. When I saw the pictures for Link, it was called Zelda 64. And if you recall, well, actually, you'll have to look this up. There was a Nintendo calendar for 1990 and 1991, or 1989. Look up Nintendo calendar 1989. And you'll see pictures of the Nintendo characters, Mario, Link, Zelda, Punch-Out, Kid Icarus. No Pokemon, but just like Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Samus Aran. And you'll see like these weird 3D computer-generated images. And that's how Link looked in some demos. There's actually a demo somewhere on YouTube. And Link actually looked kind of unremarkable. So, yeah, he didn't look all that great, but he kind of... I got some hearts back. This is what I have in my inventory. My light arrows, the lens of truth, Bigoron sword, level 2 hook shot, and the boots. So, what this was a glorified version of A Link to the Past. And I also have Link Between Worlds. And, of course, I have Breath of the Wild. Oh, am I going down? No, I'm going back up. It's hard to know. You always get twisted. That's the thing, too. In a 3D game like this, you don't know which way you're supposed to go. You don't know which way is which, but of course, the path is laid out for you. So, of course, this game, the N64 version, was very, very different from what we saw this little Link character fighting Stalfos. It was, as I'm reflecting on this a little bit, reminiscing here. Seeing Link... Seeing this backstory, Ganondorf, we see Ganondorf as a man and not as a beast. For years, since I was 9 years old, up until I was 20 years old, for 11 years, I saw Ganon as a big blue monster. And then there was the excuse me, princess, 1989 cartoons. I gotta tell you, Cynthia Preston still looks great. She's the voice of Zelda, but she still looks good. She's in her 50s and she's still sexy as hell. But anyway, that's the sexy Princess Zelda. I mean, check out Cynthia Preston. That's the voice, and she's like super sexy, right? And those CDI Philips games were silly as fuck. So Shigeru Miyamoto did some directing here of this game, because he wanted to make sure that this was not going to be the CDI Philips, silly Link games. That this was not the 1989 cartoon coming back. That this was, in fact, based on the first 3 games, maybe 4 games. And I couldn't believe that this game came out years later on the 3DS. In fact, when you look at the Hyrule Historia, they used those pictures for the 3DS edition. But anyway, there was a whole comprehensive story. Not only was this game good as a 3D game, but it was like the first time a story was comprehensible. And I think, in fact, if I can show you, let's show you really quick. These are the books Viz Kids, Akira Himekawa, which is a collaboration of 2 people, man and woman. Don't think they're a married couple, but you can barely see it. I'm just too lazy to put the light on. But these are the 2 books. I mean, the story is that good that you have just these great novels. I encourage you to find them. They're in special editions now. They kind of look like the Hyrule Historia book. But anyway, So as of right now, as I posted this, let's see if we can get the picture back here. There we go. So I'm posting this early today in the morning. It is now Tuesday morning here in California, but it is actually Wednesday in Japan. And this is the 20th anniversary of Link, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Look how polished these graphics look. You didn't see that in the N64 edition. But, yeah, I mean, the story was that good. IGN gave it a 10 out of 10. It was the first 10 out of 10 game that IGN reviewed. So I'm just showing you about a few minutes of gameplay here. Now, if you're a purist of continuity, this is the moment where Link confronts Ganondorf. If Link loses in battle, we go to the 86 path. And the 86 path is basically a link to the past, a link between worlds. No, actually, it's a link to the past, Link's Awakening, Oracle of Ages and Seasons, then a link between worlds, and then Triforce Heroes, and then the classic 2 Zelda games. If Link defeats Ganondorf and he wins, but he's sent back as an adult, then that's the Wind Waker path. And then finally you have the Link defeating Ganondorf and becoming a child again. That's the sort of Twilight path, which is Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, and Four Swords. Ganondorf was fucking scary. I don't know if it's the same voice actor, but when you hear Ganondorf in Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, it sounds like an old man. And wasn't that great that he got killed in Twilight? But the continuity was so messed up, we don't know what path is what. So the Trifork path, or now the Ruby path, if the 3 lines go to Breath of the Wild, who knows what's going to happen here. Because Link may become a Hyrule soldier in the next game. He may join the circus. And he may become a carnival, trapeze artist. It's hard to say what he'll do. He may be living underneath the earth, So his whole world is like in caves, kind of like Metroid. We don't know what it'll be like. Oh, shit. Hold on. What the fuck am I doing? Let's see if I can actually get through this. I came up with a dice battle between Ganondorf and Link in action figure form. Fuck. So what you do is you take a 20-sided die and you roll it towards Link, and then you roll it back and forth. You have to get the higher number to advance in a board game. Oh, fuck. So this was the hardest part. Ganondorf, I didn't realize until later that he had 2 attacks. This one here, the famous Catch Me If You Can. Oh, yeah, this is hard stuff. But when he turned into the monster, that was even harder. Oh, fuck. I think this is where he does his other attack. No. My favorite Ganondorf battle, I think, has to be the one in Twilight Princess. Because he has 4 different kinds of attacks. Oh, shit. I have to get back up there. I turned the wrong way. But in Twilight Princess, if you recall, his first attack was like the same thing here, but he possessed Zelda. And then the second one... And then the second one, he became... oh, shit. He became like the... what is it? The Pig Ganon. And there was like... oh, fuck. So you had to use Midna to help you out. You had to turn into Wolf Link. And then the third one was the horseback, and then finally use your swordplay. Learn all the moves you could from the Hero of Time. I've got 2 1/4 hearts. I'm gonna see if I can do this right. Oh shit! Fuck! Oh shit! This isn't looking good. Not even kind of good. I'm gonna guess that he's gonna go back to his light attack. Well, got him good. And look at that. I have like a 1/4 heart. Can you see that? That is something. Oh, that's right. He doesn't cough up red blood anymore. They got rid of the religious chanting in the fire. I think it's the fire temples, and then they took out the blood. It's like, look, there could be a little bit of blood. You can have that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's too politically correct. I don't know. Nintendo doesn't... I mean, I understand when Nintendo doesn't want to look bad image-wise, but it's like, you know, it's not... If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Let's give one last aggravating shot in 3D here. There's the 3D effect. Okay. I like the voice actors. I mean, it's just like... You don't, I mean, what is it? I suggested, what if they did a Zelda movie, a live-action Zelda movie with just Japanese actors? You'd give them like blue eye contacts and blonde hair, which may seem kind of quasi-racist, but it's like Japanese actors. They know what it. I mean, this is based on what Shigeru Miyamoto based it upon was the towns he grew up in and when he went to school and shit. So I mean, it wasn't unheard of to come up with an idea like that, and just like, you know, it's the discipline, you know, a feudal lords and the heavenly generals and all the mythology of Japan and monsters and things like that. I mean, it's not Game of Thrones light. It's not Renaissance period. This is about, you know, how do I say it? This is about more mythology and storytelling than anything else. If you look at Momotaro the Peach Boy, that is like Wind Waker is based on Momotaro the Peach Boy. I think her grunts are a little bit different from the N64 version. I was more inspired by the art style from the Wind Waker than the Ocarina of Time, to be honest. But if you're talking about the best story ever, this has to be it. Let me see if I get a clear picture here. Oh, sorry about that. I'm not doing so well, am I? Damn it. Yeah, it's now blurry as hell. Hold on. Sorry about that. So now we're at the 20-minute mark for 20 years. Oh, these... These Stalfos don't fuck around. Domo arigato. Hayai hayai. Yeah, if you look at old Japanese stories that took place in the Edo period, you kind of get a sense of Zelda. Because that's what it is. Because to be honest, I think Nintendo compared Zelda to like Game of Thrones. But that's not what it is. It's more than that. So what does Ocarina of Time mean to me? It is the beginning of great Zelda, even better Zelda games. And because of Ocarina of Time, I learned to appreciate the original Zelda from '86 and probably The Adventure of Link from '87. And of course, the other games. Since I bought this, since Ocarina of Time, I've been buying every Zelda game from Majora's Mask to Wind Waker to Twilight Princess. Oh, shit, motherfucker, get off me. Get off me. Get away. Away. Where am I? Where? Shit. Get off of me. God damn this piece of shit. Fuck off. Anyway. I never had this problem until I'm putting this in front of a phone and doing a YouTube video. Alright, open the doors before the castle crumbles. This also happens for Four Swords Adventures in a 2D side-scrolling way. But anyway, I bought every single Zelda game for all the consoles except I don't have Skyward Sword. And I bought the DS Wind Waker, what is it? Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, and then some of the other portable games later on. I do have Oracle of Ages and Seasons. So, to me, Ocarina of Time wasn't the original Zelda game, but I think it was the one that really started everything for everyone else. Like, if you really had to get into a Zelda game, you really had to, like, if you really had to, this was the one you started with. Now, will we see this one on the Switch? I don't know. But if you have a 3DS, if you know what to do, you use this, you play this. You know, this is something you could do. You could play it in 2D or 3D. They have these newer editions on the new 2DS, but it's better to see the 3D here because it's pretty like that. So, happy 20th anniversary, and yep, it's finally over. I'm gonna sign out and take a chance. If you haven't played this game, I'm speaking to people right now. If you haven't played this game, play this game now. Because, like I say, it's worth it. And read the books too. These books here, these books that I can't show you very well. Anyway, adios. And have a better Thanksgiving than me.